Good afternoon, YouTube viewers and subscribers. So what I found while I was digging around in my open engine tote was this nasty ass looking some type of Pitts type exhaust. I don't know, it's really irrelevant what it is, but as you can see, this has got some seriously caked on caster, varnish, exhaust residue from numerous runs. What I want to do with this piece is I've got a container of gunk carb cleaner that I used, I don't know, 5-6 years ago when I was tearing a bike apart, cleaning the carbs and that type of thing. And I had some really good success cleaning up this crankshaft with it. Now this crankshaft and bearing had a very light coat of varnish on them, or carbon, whatever you want to call it, residue. And I soaked them overnight, and when I pulled them out of that gunk carb cleaner, they looked like this. I've got a before picture, or before and after picture of this thing right here too. So anyway, I didn't rub or do anything to this. I just put it in there, took it out. Of course I dried it off. But I want to try it on something like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and put this in this container and let it sit overnight, maybe throughout the entire day. Maybe I'll do it for 24 hours. I'll probably check on it in the morning and see if that gunk carb cleaner will impact this whatsoever. And we're going to give that a shot. Now I can't show you that container of that stuff here. I've got a picture of it that I'll put up. But I don't want to bring that in the house because that stuff is really smelly, and the smell is hard to get off your skin, and it's hard to get out of the air. So I'm going to leave all of that stuff out in the garage. But I'm going to go drop this in right now. The time is currently 4:22 p.m. Okay, so here it is, 19 hours later from when I put this exhaust in here. Let's open this thing up and see how this material is done. I should have put my glove on first because I really don't want to touch this because it takes so much effort to get the smell off my hands. I'm just going to put this in here. Now as you can see, it looks like there's still quite a bit of stuff on it. I'm just spraying it with some totally awesome cleaner just to hopefully neutralize some of that smell. Now obviously this wasn't vibrating at all. It's not an ultrasonic cleaner, it's just sitting there. But as you can see, sure looks like it's taking that carbon right off of there. Let's see if I'll just sacrifice this little towel here and just kind of wipe it down. Maybe it'll make a little bit faster work of this. Okay, so there you go. In this instance, I did have to rub it a little bit to get that stuff off. I'll take this in my room so we can get a little bit better look at it too. But it would appear that this pretty much cleaned everything. Now it took a lot longer. This method obviously takes a lot longer using this solution, but if you're not in any kind of a hurry, and I probably could have even left it in there just a little bit longer to get the rest of this off there, but I think I've made the point that this gunk carburetor and parts cleaner will clean off dried on caster from exhausts and probably some other things. I'm going to see if I've got a buddy that's sending me an engine, kind of a parts engine that hopefully has got a lot of stuff on it that we can try this again with. But right now I'd say that if you're not in a hurry, and you don't mind the smell, this gunk carb parts cleaner will work quite well on cleaning up engines. But there are obviously drawbacks to it. Time, smell, the fact that it's actually a solvent, and stinks. In fact, no matter what, I still have got some of this smell on my hands. But anyway, there you go. This stuff does seem to work quite well for this. Okay, just so we've got the same lighting as I had initially. Here's that really nasty looking exhaust. 19 hours sitting in that gunk carb cleaner, and this is what it looks like. Is it perfect? No, the exhaust wasn't perfect to begin with. I could have let it sit in there for a full 24 hours and I'm sure this would come out completely perfect. But I mean, so it does work. It works quite well if you've got the patience and you don't mind the smell. That seemed to be quite successful.